Alright. Let's get into this.
Not go overboard. But there he is. Welcome, Big J. How are we today?
Okay, I'm here, Taz. Now what? I'm here, Taz.
Alright, so Big J Triple X comes into the hangout to talk to Taz. And then I'm going to come in a little bit later. Okay? But Big J, he laid out some good points, though. He laid out some good points. And once again, Taz, the fictional GOAT, he refused to acknowledge it. He refused to actually address the points Big J was making. Okay? Decisively. Okay? And he just was talking around. I tried to hold him accountable, but then when I come in, he gonna shut the damn hangout off. But you'll see that later. But let's continue.
Okay. So what's the issue?
Now, but here is this bullshit claim. Oh, because she got a white bitch. Woo, 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 woo. But yet, a lot of y'all ignore that man was married 25 years to a black woman. Yet, y'all never brought that up in the conversation.
Okay, so he's gonna go in on the Robert Smith thing first. And see, Taz is one of these silly ass people that, you know, he likes to talk about people's spouse and how you can define a person's whole being based on who they laying up with. Well, he not with a black woman, so he not uplifting a black woman's image. Well, guess what, motherfucker? Maybe he couldn't find a black woman, okay, that was worth his motherfucking time. Maybe he could, okay, maybe all the black chicks that was around him weren't the best candidate. Maybe the women that he was with was the best motherfucking candidate. Okay, but you gonna go with that whole, and that's a feminine argument too. If you're a man, you're not supposed to be arguing about that. If you're a man, you're supposed to be arguing about power and strategy, not about who someone else, some other nigga laying up with. Taz think like a fucking girl. That's the point I'm trying to make. Taz was raised by women. He think like a goddamn girl in every situation. Let's continue.
And first of all, I'm curious. See, who stop right there? Why haven't you brought that up?
I'm sorry,
why haven't you brought up the fact that his first wife was black?
What context would I need to bring that up in?
Because
you see, he just completely ignoring this shit. Why do I have to bring that up? Why haven't you brought it up, Taz? You just sitting there, you gonna sit up here and play this whole, you got Cynthia G ass all in the motherfucking side chat. And see, Taz is too dumb to realize that females that talk all that shit like Cynthia G really have contempt for guys like him. But he's too slow to realize that shit. He may realize that shit in time, but by the time he realizes that shit, it's gonna be too fucking late for his ass. But I digress. Let's continue.
Sit there about 5 minutes ago or so. You said the only reason why you accusing me of jumping on this man's dick because he had a white wife.
Right.
It's in the sense that you put it out there like that. So
you see that shit? Why would you? The first thing you go to, instead of debating the issue, you gonna say, well, you like him because he have a white wife. Okay, only a depraved person would argue like that, would jump straight to something like that and argue about that. Let's continue.
I push back to you is, wait a minute, how is that supposed to be possible when his kids are black? And he got full black kids by that black woman who was his first wife. Now explain that one to me, Taz.
Okay, so you want me to explain the irrelevant fact that his wife is black from
you made
your relationship? I'm trying, right, but look, I'm making the point about the wife is because that's the relevant point about now. I'm trying to figure out the position that he had and left with his black wife. How is that relevant in the realm of the conversation now about a black man and a black woman doing the same act, but you don't support them equally? How does that relate?
Well, because the first of all, because Oprah is anti-male. I don't give a damn about race, but this is about anti-male. You know, her.
All right, now I like what he's gonna do here. I like how Big J, he's keeping it on the concept of males. See, people like Taz don't talk like that. See, that first of all, that's what powerful men do. Powerful men think about, okay, how do I as a man and other men, how do we get ourselves in a strategic position? That's how powerful men think. And I like the way Big J Triple X thinks. Powerless men like Taz, he's still gonna sit up here and talk about, well, what about the black women? I'm gonna call him out onto it when I get into the hangout. And you're gonna say, well, what about the black women? The black women was in slavery too. The black women was lynched too. Okay, show me how many black females advocacy groups out there are helping black men get employed, get jobs, get pulled in on certain jobs and into certain industries and stuff like that, that are really doing a lot of good work and stuff with black boys and stuff. 9 times out of 10, when black women get in power in corporate America or in different fields and stuff like medical and stuff like that, they pull other black women in. They don't pull black men in. They pull other black women in. Okay, and they raise their daughters to be independent of men. Okay, they don't raise their daughters to be wives and to be helpmates and stuff for men. They raise their daughters and teach their daughters matriarchy. That's why men have to protect. We need to make moves to protect themselves first when dealing with these women. But see, niggas like Taz don't fucking think like that. He got a low-level hood nigga, I'm dependent on women mindset. And you gonna see this shit.
Little campaign, along with Michelle Obama, has been anti-male. Been the sandwich. And that's just pure and simple where I'm coming from on that.
I'm sorry, you're saying...
Woo, and see, Big J, he dropping dimes, man. He letting you know. See, Michelle Obama was about the matriarchy. That's all she was about, straight up and down. Okay, she wasn't about nothing but the damn matriarchy. Okay. And niggas like Taz, he's gonna sidestep it. He's gonna try to skirt around it. Let's hear it.
Michelle Obama, who's married to Barack Obama, his wife, the former First Lady of the United States. She's anti-male based on what?
Anti-straight male. Anti-heterosexual male.
I mean, I can play with that with you, but I'm trying to figure out why she would be married if she's anti-male.
Well,
you see how simple-minded this nigga is? Simple-minded ass nigga. She married to this motherfucker because of the power that comes with a man who she knew was gonna go high in politics. Think, Taz. You gotta think, man. You gotta stop that low-level hood-ass Lima, Ohio logic, man. He don't think logically. She was anti-male. Why would she be married? A lot of feminists are married. You simple-minded ass nigga. My God. Let's continue.
I mean, there are useful idiots in the world, ain't there?
No, not.
No, there are useful people. No, you got women who know how to manipulate men. And some of these personalities, excuse me, some of the personalities will be saying some stupid shit, and nobody ain't checking them on what they say. You don't go around there.
I'm trying to figure out Michelle Obama.
But you don't go around there though, and okay, you don't go around though and say that straight men are rapists. All men are rapists when you are married to a man and you got men and you know you talking out both ends out of your neck. How can you sit there and degrade?
Wait, are you implying Michelle Obama?
I'm talking about the premise. I'm talking about the premise of the overarching anti-male rhetoric. Is always say men are rapists, men are this, that, and the third, while at the same time they out there with a man. While at the same time they condemn the heterosexual man.
Okay, so we jump now from the initial point of Oprah to Michelle now to feminists. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna track you down. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not off topic. You are. I don't mind.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not on topic because like you brought Oprah up, and I'm explaining why people like myself, or not like myself.
Yeah, see, Oprah's anti-male too, and I'm glad Big J is calling that out. All that all that damn color purple bullshit.
People refuse to put Oprah on the same standard as Robert Smith. That's what my point out to you. But the problem is, Taz, you listen to too much of them dumbass black manosphere Negroes.
Oh man, okay.
Yeah.
What are you implying with that?
Huh? Now I'm not part of black man. I can give two fine fucks about it. But the point is though, you got certain personalities, and some of them are in the chat room have problems with men who disagree with them. And they want to silence certain people who don't agree with their talking point.
So have you ever had a channel deleted?
Nope.
Okay, well I have. There was men that orchestrated it. Men who got on the
I know that.
All right, let's just address that. Talk about, you ever had a channel deleted, nigga? I had. It was niggas that deleted my channel. Yeah, niggas deleted your channel, motherfucker. Because you out here antagonizing niggas. You out here shitting on niggas. You aligning yourself with women like Cynthia G, who don't do nothing but shit on black men all day. Okay, calling yourself a motherfucking GOAT, which is a self-proclaimed title. What have you ever done to be the GOAT, nigga? Talking about my last YouTube channel was the greatest channel. My last YouTube channel. That's all this nigga ever talk about. His last motherfucking YouTube channel that he don't even fucking have anymore. Okay? And Nyla ain't even making those damn videos and shit for him anymore. So now he gotta go be on live. You know this nigga was on like 5 live streams yesterday. This nigga was in motherfucking RBR. He was in his own. He was in a couple other people's shit. You know this nigga ain't got no job. He just a nigga sitting around living off Nyla on YouTube all day. You know what I mean? But see, he you know, as far as the black men taking him down, dude, you antagonize black men. You get on panels, you act like you the biggest, baddest nigga, you scream at niggas like a bitch. You want to annoy men? Act like that. Be a nigga that screams at other men. I tell you, other men will fucking hate you for that. Because they're not going to respect you. They just see you as a nigga who just uses nothing but feminine energy all the damn time. You don't know how to talk to other men like men, nigga. That's why niggas came for your fucking ass, Taz. That's why niggas came for your fucking ass. You sit up there and you kiss these women asses and you enable women. So yeah, the women not, but the niggas gonna hold you accountable. That's why they came for your fucking ass, Taz. That's why they came for you, man. You know what I mean? Let's continue.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying.
That's why I made the video in defense of you, because that was some cowardly ass shit. We saw that video. We saw that video still up. We saw that.
I did. I just saw my name title in the video, and I've seen so many with my name in the title. I don't watch it, but maybe I'll go back and find it. But my point in saying that is, you can't really say that the anti-male rhetoric from TV is indicative of what you see in the community now. And so, if you're gonna go from Oprah to Michelle Obama, then to feminists, if you want me to stop at feminists, I'll stop there. But that's what I'm saying. Now we're talking about a small group of women.
Not all feminists are anti-male, and not all women are feminists. I'm specifically talking about the anti-male rhetoric, and you know, I know people like to use catch-all terms like feminists or what have you, but you know, I identify people by what they say and actually what they do. So therefore, though, I don't consider over as
Okay, so
feminist.
give me some examples of anti-male rhetoric. Like, give me the anti-male rhetoric you're referring to, just so I can follow.
I'll use when a Crenshaw, what's his name? Crenshaw Williams, when she wrote that article for the Washington Post and wrote that, and also old girl from from the New York Times wrote that article condemning President Obama's My Brother's Keeper, calling it sexist when in fact though he helped black men out, black and brown men, because they are these, because we are the most targeted of any group. These women turned around and said, well, that's that. And
Okay, what I
Obama
need y'all to
being a
do.
simp, and Obama did not have no balls. Him being a simp, he backed down instead of sitting there telling him to shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm glad he said that shit. I'm glad you said that shit, Big J. I'm glad you said that shit, man. You know what I mean? Because, see, Taz is a bitch. Taz is straight bitch. Taz is just like Obama. Taz sit up there, kiss woman ass, and wait till I dissect the next hangout he did yesterday. Because right after this hangout, he went and did another hangout. He up in there kissing all the women's asses and shit. But I digress. I'm glad he said that. Okay? I'm glad Big J said that. Obama had no fucking balls. He couldn't stand up to them bitches and tell them bitches, fuck y'all, I'ma go help black men. First of all, let's get real. His heart was never with that shit any damn ways. That was just some shit he put together to try to make it look like, because if he'd have really been about that shit, he would have fought for that shit. I really believe that. He would have fought for that shit. He didn't. He never fought for that shit. Obama didn't like black men. He had issues with black men because black men were always the ones that doubted him the most and questioned his ass the most. All he had to do was go kiss women's ass and the women would support him, but it was black men. That's why he always was talking down to niggas and shit. That's why niggas wasn't fucking with him like that. That's why niggas ain't trying to fuck with him today. Nobody trying to fuck with Obama today.
I'm gonna keep on rolling. That's what Obama.
Here's the problem, bro. I just had to explain this earlier. I'll explain it again. I'll probably have to keep explaining it because it's something you guys have been told, and if you haven't been shown. I just did a video on it the other night. In fact, it wasn't a video. It was a presentation within a video. I showed how My Brother's Keeper, myself and JB Dessalines, broke the whole My Brother's Keeper thing down. Obsidian was on there. We had a full discussion about it. Supreme King Cole was in the building. Ray Britt was there. And we broke down and discussed the whole initiative from beginning to end. Black men tried to include black women on that. Black women followed the lead of black men and said, yeah, we should be included. I don't understand why y'all always have this false narrative that does not include the black men.
That is because the opposition to My Brother's Keeper, the face of it was Kimberly Crenshaw Williams. She became the face of the opposition to it. So if you're becoming the face of the opposition, therefore that face has to be. Have you read? I did a video on that about 2-3 years ago on it, and I read and I put out her op-ed about it. How sexist it was.
You can't take one person's belief and use that to cover the 1,000 women who just simply petitioned for inclusion. Over 1,000 prominent women, including some feminists, petitioned for inclusion, not to kill it. That's why, like I said, I keep trying to show y'all this, and I'll put it up again right now if I have to show you. What I'm telling you is black men told black women to get in on it. Once black men told black women to get in on it, they tried to do that.
Every time when men are trying to help out other men, see, usually what happens in places like this, the men are usually the ones, or boys I should say, are usually the ones left out, while the girls are getting most of the awards or most of the benefits. And that's what's going on, and you're not seeing that part. That's why though it has to be a male only. See, you got these women in the chat room going, I need a good black man that makes 6 figures. Well, how are you going to complain about something, but then at the same time be against a program that would have developed such a result? It makes no sense right here.
Exactly, Big J. But see, the thing is, Big J, the matriarchy is deceptive. They don't actually want black men to be in power. Okay, they want to stay in this powerful position over black men, but they will pay lip service and shit to make it look like, they want to help men and stuff, but they really don't. That's why I say black men have to protect themselves first and do what we need to do for ourselves first. You can't put women in front of us like Taz is about to do right now in this argument. Trying to go, watch him. When I start grilling Taz, watch how he starts sidestepping and how far back he gonna reach to try to defend his argument. Watch.
Women saying that dumb shit.
Right,
Go ahead.
here's the thing, though, man. The scenario you're introducing is not the truth. What I keep trying to show you, and I've shown others, and I can show you factually again, is that black men wanted black women included in My Brother's Keeper.
And I know that.
Bring
I
that
know
up.
that. But that,
So there's no way to mention feminists or op-eds and ignore that fact that black men wanted inclusion for black women. That black women had nothing to do with killing it or hurting it. My Brother's Keeper already had 200 million stashed away when the first letter was sent by the men. It's an excuse for Obama that y'all got to stop making. My Brother's Keeper was never supposed to be that. Otherwise, the 200 million he had would have been allotted to the kids that were already signed up from the beginning. You got to remember, man, this shit was news. It's not really action. This is Obama we talking about. Where I'm surprised.
I'm not so surprised, but those men are liberal social justice warriors. So I have to. That's why I enlist them in, because those men are social justice warriors, and they into that. They like to ignore to fight heterosexual men.
I'm sorry. So this is a social justice warrior thing. So you telling me people shouldn't use this to fight their battles?
Only if it is used correctly. But it's not. But my Brother's Keeper was not. They should have backed away from that shit. And because
I'm sorry, who should have backed away?
Because it's black men going to jail. It's black men being out on the street. They're black men homeless more than anybody else. For the most part. So we should be getting the help first.
Right. And the bad thing here is this. I don't completely disagree. However, my argument would have to change when someone says, well, we're not the only ones who suffer through the oppression, though. Shouldn't black women be included as well? My argument is going to have to change because it's me listening to another black man add women into the conversation. I can't downplay or look at the women's oppression as any less than ours. Therefore, if other men are asking me, should we include women, I'm probably going to say yes.
You heard that shit? I said, this is why niggas like Taz cannot be allowed with other advanced black men when it comes to high-level discussions about how we gonna help out black sons and black men out here. Niggas like Taz can't come. The first thing, man, black women, they oppressed too, man. Now, we gotta do something for them too. Nigga, they ain't doing shit for you. Taz, you sleeping on a fucking mattress on the floor, Taz. Nyla got you on a mattress on the floor, nigga. She don't even have she don't even let you sleep with her in her fucking bed, nigga. I saw that video on Suge's channel. You was on a fucking mattress on the floor. Okay, Nyla won't even give you a bed, but you gotta include black women. Their struggle is not any less than ours. But that bitch got you sleeping on a fucking mattress on the floor, you idiot. You 41 years old, nigga. What the fuck?
On these other men wanting to do something. Why would you agree with me?
I could agree with you on that, but a homeless man is most likely to end up in jail, where a homeless woman will most likely end up in a shelter. I mean, you're gonna have to sit there and look at it from that angle, Dad. And that's why
I would tell you that the numbers don't pan that out.
Of course, who, Chad?
See, I don't fake it. I would tell you that the numbers wouldn't pan that out. But here's where we begin to differentiate, though. I don't believe that those numbers are indicative of the real need, though. The necessity for people to at least be on the same accord, to where it doesn't matter who we help somebody. So in your fight against women about it, about them not being included, you still didn't get nothing out of it. So if in the end, the culprit would be the person who didn't do shit at all, not necessarily the people who just want to get on it too.
Chad, every time when there is a black senator or a black, I'm going to use that as every time there is a black male censored or organization or something that is geared to assist black men, somebody has always have to include somebody else and some other groups into it. And then the mission statement and the planning will get watered down. Therefore, then nothing is accomplished in helping black men or black boys for this particular issue. And then we get on the New York Times or the Washington Post or even on YouTube complaining why black men is at the bottom. Or like the girl said, you talking about why ain't black men doing X, Y, and Z, woo, 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 woo. But but yet though they won't sit there and look at the genesis of why black men are not getting ahead or getting the help that they need. Now, do you understand where I'm coming from, Taz?
Well, exactly. I understand where the rhetoric is coming from, but I truly believe that if you understood the argument, that you wouldn't take that position. Because, for example, you got to understand that she's only making a call to you to see if you're willing to do it. She's not standing over you saying you're fit because you haven't done it.
Hey, City True, hold on. See,
You heard that shit? Now, see, I'm trying to back up Big J, but see, Big J is trying to have a one-on-one with Taz, but Taz never said it was a one-on-one. He told me he was challenging me and Big J to come on there and talk to him. So I came on there. But I'm trying to back Big J up. But see, he's so used to operating by his damn self. He don't know how to operate in no team. You know what I mean? Let's continue.
Taz the problem right there. I'm trying to talk to Taz. I'm trying to reason with Taz. So I'm trying to reason with him. But let's not disturb that. Go ahead, Taz.
What are you talking about?
No, the City Truth was going him. Go ahead and on you.
Wait.
Just yeah. Because
I didn't hear it for real.
Okay.
I'm back sidetracked, so I just actually came back and responded to the last thing you said. So whatever he said, he just got away with it. I guess I don't give a fuck. But no, what I'm saying though, like I just think y'all take her point about that and it goes to heart, and it probably should. I mean, my nigga, we really haven't as a male collective ever truly stood up as a collective to combat, fight, something, the oppression. Any words you want to use there. So to her argument, you'd have to actually debunk it and not complain about it. And that'd be my issue. Like, you want somebody to just take your emotional position and that be the truth, and that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to go back and listen to some of Amiri's old videos where he's talking about the reality of it. And maybe you would see it then that way. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily the new Amiri, but the old one that talked about these issues. Because that's still the same person we're talking about a year apart. I'm just saying, y'all actually act like y'all think y'all don't know any of this shit, and then you appoint and act like she's tripping. She's saying some wild shit. No, dog. Some women asking the same question. Y'all niggas gonna get together and shut this shit down. Like, y'all niggas say y'all that, nigga, when y'all niggas don't prove it, though. You can't get mad at the one that's saying that shit, especially if you want to be seen like that. You running around here with your chest out talking about you're a man and this and that. Well, niggas, show me.
What are you saying? Wait, can you back you up and say?
You're not.
If I could just back you up real quick. What he's saying is backed up by documentation. You can go in history and show times when you can show how the feminist agenda and black women have been elevated in American society above black men. You can go all the way back to slavery times.
Give me a year that you want to talk about.
I'm not going to talk about a whole year, because what I'm talking about spans American history. But what I'm saying, bro, spans American history. So you can't.
See what that works. Do you have a time, a date, or a place in reference to what you're referring to? You said history on the wrong channel. Take me to the historic point you're referring to.
The whole slavery era, the black female was uplifted and elevated above, under the slave system, was elevated above black male slaves. Go look at slave pictures. A lot of times, the black female slave is sitting in a chair, and they make the male slaves sit on the ground or sit on the porch in the same picture. Okay, this is a subconscious thing that's been going on in America for a long time, and what you're doing is you're just minimalizing it because I don't know why. But you're refusing to recognize that issue, and this has been an issue. Black men have been marginalized, especially when it comes to government and the system in this country.
I don't know if you understand minimize and marginalize. If you're going to minimize and marginalize what happened on the plantation and then come back and say someone else was marginalized. Are you saying black women weren't raped on the plantation?
See, there you go. There you go. Hold on. There you go. There you go. Look, motherfucker, you cussed Irene out for having kids with a white man. Okay, a lot of those black women during slavery that had kids with the slave master, a lot of that shit wasn't rape. A lot of it was consensual. There was a lot of it that was consensual, nigga. Why? Because they had the same mentality that Irene had. She'd rather go get fucked by a white boy that is at least paid rather than a broke ass nigga like you, Taz. And see, Taz is gonna sit up here and he gonna glorify being a fucking, he gonna call me a house nigga, and he gonna try to glorify, man, I'm a field nigga, man, you a house nigga, city of truth, nigga, Fucking Taz, you a bottom nigga, man. You just a nigga on the fucking bottom. Nyla got your ass on a fucking mattress on the floor, nigga.
You know, what I do know is that not all sex on the planet. Okay, see now, let's see. This is what I'm talking about right here. We sitting up here talking. Me and Big J talking about male. Now, hold up. Me and Big J, we're sitting here. Trying to back you up, Big J. Hold up. We sitting up here talking about male interest. Okay, here you come with wasn't the black female rape too? Wasn't the black female beat too? Didn't this happen to the black women and didn't that happen to her too? And then you wonder why we don't get our issues addressed. Because guys like you come in, Taz, niggas like you come in, and you want to talk about, well, what about the females? What about the black women?
Oh, wait a minute. So you don't realize I'm addressing your issue. Let me break it down for you because you're dumb. I'm addressing your issue by telling you once the women saw that pussy ass fuckboys like you who would sit back and watch them get raped and make excuses for why it happened, you want to sit there and point to yourself and say me, and you don't give a fuck about what the white man.
You're doing it again, nigga. You've been doing this your whole life, nigga. You've been doing this your whole life.
You're dumb.
Okay, because you've been dependent on women your whole life, Taz. That's why you can't look at anything from a man's perspective, Taz.
Okay, now see, as I started really calling him out like I'm doing right here, and ratcheting it and escalating it, this shit, watch. He gonna shut the fucking hangout off. Then in the fucking when it was off the air, he acted like he I don't know what happened. I don't know why we off the air. Fucking simple ass nigga. Nah, when niggas come at you, Taz, you a fucking coward, nigga. You a bitch. You a fucking bitch, nigga. You don't know, you can't handle. It was 2 niggas in there with you, Taz. It was just me and Big J Triple X, and you couldn't handle that shit. You have to go in the fucking hangout. The fuck?
I didn't complain because when I get started talking again, fuck boy, don't interrupt.
You're doing the same thing all over again, Taz. See, this is why niggas come at you, Taz. This is why. Now, I wouldn't have a problem with it if you just was on your channel and just doing your thing. Okay, fine. But then you want to go out here and call yourself the GOAT and say you better than other niggas and shit. Okay, but you on here and you refuse to. You don't want to deal with male issues. You never want to actually directly address male issues. You don't want to do that for whatever reason. There's a reason.
I'm better than other niggas.
There's a reason that nigga, you got the GOAT in your title. How the hell are you a GOAT? That's not something you self-proclaim yourself. Other people gotta put that on you, nigga. You came on here, nigga, and you gave yourself that fucking name, nigga.
Put your goats up. My nigga, GOAT stands for great on all topics. Did you know that? Did you know that that's what that acronym meant?
No, because I've heard you sit up here numerous times on YouTube, nigga, and call yourself the greatest of all time. You said that your last YouTube channel was the greatest YouTube channel of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Can we focus back on back on the topic? Can we focus back on the topic?
No, nobody questioned, nigga, it was. That's my last channel. The Taz Exclusive channel was the greatest collection of black information in the history of black YouTube, nigga. Now go get somebody to try to disprove it. You got me fucked up, nigga. I know all these niggas, ain't nobody put more information about different shit than I did. Like I said, nigga, you talking to the wrong person.
All right, first of all, nigga, no, it wasn't, because all you did was rehash old articles and shit. A lot of that shit was from Cynthia G's page and shit. And that wasn't shit already. People don't already know or haven't already. Police brutality and racism in the education system and all that stupid shit. That's not nothing niggas ain't already been talking about for years on YouTube, nigga. I've been on YouTube since 2008, nigga. Shit. Not like he's some revolutionary nigga making all kind of revolutionary content. Nigga, fuck you. Wasn't nothing remarkable about that channel.
I literally deal with people who want to see this shit. They're telling me what they need to see. So I'm going and doing the content on it. People like you are mad because I tied you with your mentality to that same feminist movement that you hate. You got the same mentality. I did a whole video on it. The channel's going, though. I can't even show it to you. What you don't understand is black men are the ones who took my channel down and celebrated on their platforms about it. Yet you'll sit here and talk this male shit to me, but you won't even acknowledge the fuck boys you wanted in your circle.
Yeah, well, look, dude. Like I said, see, there you go right there. He ain't down with any movement that empowers men. He's only gonna fuck with females who he's kissing the asses of and who's letting him sleep on the mattress on the floor. Not even letting him sleep with Nyla in her bed. He's sleeping in a mattress on the floor. You pathetic, Taz. You really not even worth arguing with, nigga.
Okay, but see, but look what you're doing, man. You sitting up here, we talking about male issues, Okay, you don't want to talk about male issues. You want to talk about the white man was raping the black woman in slavery. You realize a lot of black females. I'm gonna be real with you. You realize a lot of black you realize, Taz, that a lot of black female slaves wanted to get impregnated.
You realize I'm talking about black men right now. Right now, the whole time. This is that debate on black kids. Because where we started at was why Cynthia G said the thing she said, the fuck boys like you. And what I want you to understand is women like Cynthia G acknowledge that our women, excuse me, dog, because you're going to let me get this point out. Like I said, women like Cynthia G were those women on the plantation watching you niggas get beat and not do a motherfucking thing. So while you sitting here talking about I don't acknowledge the male issues, yes I do, bitch, nigga, I'm that. Nigga, you some nigga in the field working, following orders. Nigga, you talking to that, motherfucker. So you don't raise your motherfucking voice at me in this conversation, because I'm not going to sit out the field with you and do exactly what the fuck I'm told. But you don't get that. So that's why the women in the motherfucking house are going to look at me and say, well, hell, at least you stand up and he'll take them lashes. The bitch niggas like you.
You heard that shit? At least he'll stand up. He'll take them lashes, nigga. The name of the game is to not be a nigga like you. Not be a nigga that's getting fucked up and ran through the system like you. Ain't nothing to glorify about that. You fuck boy. You know what I mean? You a fuck boy, Taz. You just a straight fuck boy.
House Negroes, nigga. You was in the house. You don't even know what's going on in the field. You still don't know what's going on in the field. So I don't even know how the fuck you even think you can even get into a conversation like this, especially with the premise initially being why people like Cynthia G say what they say. We go to the plantation. I'm showing you why even on the plantation women would have looked at you like you're a fuckboy. And it's still probably going to bleed over your head because you're fucking dumb.
All right, first of all, let me address that. I'm not on nobody's plantation. I'm my own man. I make my own damn decisions. I ain't nobody's fucking slave. And if I did live back in, I would have been one of the niggas that would have been trying to kill. I would have been killing the motherfucking slave now and get my people the fuck up out of here. Now, guys like you, okay, since you know, you're so interested in being up little women and doing. First of all, Cynthia G is full of shit. When she first came on YouTube, she was all pro-black and shit. Okay. And then what ended up happening? What ended up happening? She started talking shit about black men. She started talking shit about black men. The black men that she wants, she can't get. Hey, hold up, Big J. The black men that she wants.
All right, see, and that's when he shut the fucking hangout off. He shut the shit off. As soon as I started cooking his ass, he shut that motherfucker off. All right. Peace. Get the likes up. Let me know what y'all think. I'm going to upload this for y'all. I'm going to come back with some more later. Thank you for your support. I just cooked that nigga, man.